Welcome back, weird internet cadet, to our journey into the HoloLive VTuber universe, where we try to understand how HoloLive VTubers are able to foster such massive communities of dedicated fans. In the last episode, we established that lore plays a huge role in keeping your audience engaged with your content, and we showed you how Hachima was able to develop her lore in such a way that every moment of her streams felt distinct and memorable. If you missed that episode, stop, go check it out, and get yourself up to speed, okay? I'll be waiting. But decapitating yourself live on stream isn't the only way that a holo talent can achieve popularity.
What? I'm perfect in every way.
You are perfect.
You're missing a body though.
In this episode, we're gonna address some of the low-hanging fruit. It's so obvious that if you've seen a VTuber before, you've probably already thought about it at some point, but it's also so important that I can't not talk about it. And that trait is...
You are bad boy?
A-R-A-A-R-A. Ara-ara. Ara-ara.
Motherfucker. 가슴 우유 주세요. 괜찮아? 뽀뽀 주세요. 괜찮아? 안 돼? Is that a bow on my tail? How cute is that? I hope I rinsed off all of the shark egg sac after birth.
Wait, switch cameras. There we go.
That's so cute! I'm gonna die! I'm a dino today! Oh, it's got physics! God damn!
It's not basic, baby! Okay.
君は寂しい目をしてたんだいつだって TikTok となる世界で何度だってさ触れる心ない言葉うるさい声に涙がこぼれそうでもありきたりな喜びきっと二人なら見つけられる探しい日々に笑えない君に思いつく限り眩しい明日を明けない夜に
It's hard to describe exactly what makes a VTuber charming, but I define charming in terms of how a person makes me feel. For example, when I have a conversation with a charming person, I lean in towards them because I'm deeply interested in what they have to say. Or when I'm spending time with a group of friends and acquaintances, I consider a person in that group to be charming if I don't know them very well, and yet I find myself gravitating towards them anyways. A charming person stirs up some kind of feeling inside you, whether that feeling be joy or curiosity or even desire. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so with that all in mind, I'm going to break down how I think good holo talents are charming with 3 points. You ready? All right, let's get into it. The reality is, pretty faces get clicks. Simple as that. It's no secret that attractive people will generally have an easier time building an audience, in part because they're fun to look at. Interestingly enough, the same trend can apply to VTubers as well. If you come out the gate swinging with an adorable dog girl with floofy ears, big brown eyes, and the cutest outfit imaginable, you're gonna turn more heads than if you show up as this dude. Although there are some projects that are looking to buck this trend, like, for example, Project Ugly Bastard.
Wait, we saw this, right?
Yeah, this exists. But until those projects break into the mainstream, it's safe to say that having a nice looking model is pretty important if you want to be successful as a VTuber. And HoloLive has some of the best character models in the business. Not only that, but throughout the year, Hololive will actually give their talents updated character models just to keep things fresh for the fans. Like just this past New Year's, Hololive English First Gen, or Holomyth, recently showcased special New Year's kimono outfits, and the community loved it. Having a good looking VTuber model and refreshing the art every so often keeps things interesting for the viewer and provides the community another topic to engage with. It's also important that your VTuber model is rigged well, which means that the movements are nice and smooth, and the model can mimic your basic facial expressions reasonably well. The more expressive your model, the more authentic the viewing experience is for your fans. Now, once I, the viewer, am reeled into your content, while trying to answer the age-old question, will watching this anime shark girl talk about her feet get me on some sort of FBI watch list?
My feet wrapped in these stockings, stuck in this tight little shoe.
Oh god!
Wait, will it actually? Well, you'll see, buddy, you'll see. That's when you hit me with the 1-2 punch of cuteness by opening your mouth and making a sound. Literally, any sound. It could be talking,
あらあらエロガキが湧いちゃって本当に嫌だわ
or giggling,
Wow, okay. I'm die. Thank you forever.
or screaming.
いや怖っ
Or how about a series of guttural ape noises? And at that point, you've earned yourself a forever fan. And the rest is history. We're good. Whew. Whew. We're good. Well, except for my actual search history, which I will eventually need to scrub once I've gotten deep enough down the VTuber rabbit hole, most of it's fine. It's just one in every like 20 videos can get really challenging to explain away. As a VTuber, if you have a unique voice that's nice to listen to,
Hello. Just woke up. Can you hear it in my voice?
you can cause mass hysteria among your fans over the smallest things that you say.
Hi honey
And on the other side of the coin, you can capture the attention of your audience for hours on end.
Now I have to focus on making sure that my voice stays in a very peculiar place in my face.
Okay, now I want you to close your eyes for a sec and imagine that you are a VTuber and you're about to go on stream where the topic is reading donation messages from your supporters. And the entirety of the 3 hours that you're talking, chat is hanging on to your every word because the sound of your voice commands so much attention.
Do an ara ara with an echo ara ara
That is a massive, massive benefit to you, not just as a VTuber, but as an entertainer. Now, the value that I'm placing on the voice probably seems way overblown on the surface, but from the VTuber live streams and clips that I've seen, a nice, unique voice can truly distinguish a VTuber in the vast open ocean that is virtual entertainment. To illustrate this point, here's a few clips of some Hololive VTubers that each have their own unique sound that helps them stand out.
Hey, Kiara. I made a New Year's resolution to praise you one time this year. However, I tried thinking of something these 3 days and just couldn't think of anything. I was wondering if you had any ideas. You piece of shit! 今見た? 待って。Hey! Hey, お前! 何やってんのお前! 地球環境壊してんじゃねえお前。地球破壊かこら。みんな助けて。
スパルトタック is me!
And last but certainly not least, Here is Sana from Hololive English Generation 2. She's an English streamer, but see if you can pick up on that subtle, unique accent.
Parting your soup is not a miracle, Bruce. It's a magic trick. A single mom who's working 2 jobs and still finds time to take her kid to soccer practice, that's a miracle. A teenager who says no to drugs and yes to an education, that's a miracle. People want me to do everything for them, and what they don't realize is they have the power. You want to see a miracle, son? Be the miracle.
Okay, so it's safe to say that a good-looking model and a silky smooth voice are both part of why VTubers are so charming. But oftentimes, physical attractiveness alone isn't enough for an entertainer to charm their viewers. So what's missing? The answer is talent. Okay, pause. Time for a thought experiment. I want you to imagine 2 anime characters standing side by side. The one on the left is really good looking and has a great voice.
Kind of like me, if I was good looking or had a great voice.
Now imagine the person on the right is an exact carbon copy of the one on the left, but this copy can play every video game soundtrack on the piano beautifully and can draw breathtaking illustrations and can serenade you to all of your favorite songs. Which person would you gravitate towards? Hololive is well aware of this idea and makes sure that their VTubers have talent. So much talent, in fact, that you could go to YouTube right now and type in Hololive plus the name of some talent, and you'd find something. Here, try it out. I'll watch. Hololive singing, yup. Hololive drawing, Hololive, oh! Trying to get a little clever there, weren't you? Didn't expect there to be so many Hololive sneezing compilations, did you? Nice try. But bottom line, Holo talents have talent. So let's dive into a few of the talents that Hololive VTubers leverage to charm their viewers. First off, let's talk about voice acting. Some skills are great for attracting new viewers, others are great for keeping viewers around, but voice acting hits that sweet spot where it's actually great for both. Voice acting can keep a viewer engaged no matter what you're doing on stream, and it's also great for bite-sized content that you can pump out to pull in new viewers. Here's a clip of Omaru Poka, a VTuber from Hololive Japan's 5th generation who's well known among the community for her voice acting skills, entertaining her chat's request of doing an extra girly anime girl voice.
ポルカさん、女声出してください。
おまるポルカです。今日はマインクラフトをやっていきたいと思います。
Moving on to the next talent, I think we all know what this one's gonna be. Actually, let's see if you can guess it. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. Lock it in, because this clip will reveal the answer.
この辺からボイン。
Sorry, wrong clip. I meant this one.
A little bit of Mori in my life, a little bit of fauna by my side, a little bit of cronies all I need, a little bit of Ina's what I see, a little bit of Sana in the sun, a little bit of Watson all night long, a little bit of May May, here I am, a little bit of me makes you my, wait, what?
Singing is a big part of many Hololive VTubers' identities since they are members of an idol agency. Many of the talents brought into Hololive either have past experience singing, or they have naturally strong, gifted voices and hone their vocal skills over time.
My mama number 5.
Holo talents will share their musical side with their audience by performing karaoke on stream, releasing original songs and covering popular ones, and even reviewing fan-made remixes of their music. Music adds variety to your content, and it lets the fans appreciate you not just as an online personality, but as an artist. Maybe they don't have time to tune into your latest stream, but they might have time to listen to your latest karaoke covers or original songs while they exercise, work, or study. Also, I don't know if this is scientifically backed, but when I listen to an artist with a beautiful voice sing, it makes me magnitudes more likely to be engaged with their content in the future, even if that future content has nothing to do with music.
Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, 愛してる.
It might just be me though.
In other words, I love you.
Not all talent requires strong vocals to engage an audience though. Art streams are very popular among VTubers, and going the other way, VTubing has been growing in popularity among talented artists looking for another avenue to share their love and their process for creating art. Take Ninomai Inanis, or Ina from Hollow Myth, as an example. Ina will do a 4-hour art stream where she's quietly drawing while listening to chill music and will occasionally interact with chat. This is the perfect type of content for people to casually consume in large volumes without needing to commit to a more involved stream like a gaming session, which might be distracting if a viewer wanted to study or work with the stream on in the background. After their stream, an artist VTuber can take the VOD and make it into a time-lapse or before and after video, which is great content for a TikTok, a Twitter post, or a YouTube short. By doing this, they engage the stream viewers and the clip channel viewers with the same piece of content with very minimal extra effort. And this is a pretty rare occurrence for most types of content, but I feel that's where VTuber artists really have an advantage. On a more human level, there's something mesmerizing about watching someone create an art piece from scratch. It's like you can almost see the inner mechanisms of their brain working together to fill the canvas with something beautiful. Their ideas, mistakes, and quirks all come to life without you needing to hear a single word from them, and something about that can really draw a viewer in. Okay, so point 1, aesthetics. Point 2, talent. These are both pretty obvious to see or hear when you're tuning into a stream or watching a clip, but this last point is a little more abstract and a bit harder to quantify, so bear with me here. Point number 3 is charisma. Many Hollow talents are charismatic in a way that makes viewers want to watch more of them, and even interact further via chat and super chat. You can really see a Hollow talent's charisma shine when they're reading and responding to chat. Take this clip from Natsuhiro Matsuri, a member of Hololive Japan's first generation, as an example. She reads a kinda weirdo comment from chat and uses it as an opportunity to start some playful banter with her viewers.
まつりちゃんブラ着る必要ないじゃんって言うやん。はい出た出た、女を知らない男の。はい出た出た、出ました出ました。どんなにね胸がね小さかろうがねブラは必要なんです。いいですか？まつりが A カップだとしますけど A カップ以上あるんだったらねまず形が崩れるでしょ。あと擦れるんだよね、やっぱその先端部分みたいなのが。分かってない分かってない。これだからよ、本当に煽ったつもりかもしれないけど自分で煽る要因を出しちゃってますか？
Brutal. Matsuri clearly makes an example of this chatter by singling them out and pointing out their lack of awareness, but she does it in such a playful way that she's able to preserve that light and cheerful mood of the stream. She's then able to transition the topic into a funny story that involved band-aids, a tracksuit, and a very awkward conversation with her gym teacher, which was eventually clipped by a fan and amassed 1.2 million views on YouTube. I was thoroughly impressed by this whole sequence of events. Matsuri sees a comment that bothers her, but instead of letting it detract from her mood, she uses it as a springboard to create one of her most famous on-stream moments. And that's really the crux of this point, because at its core, being a charismatic entertainer means having the ability to take those moments that are somewhat negative, off-putting, or even just plain boring, and turning them into something fun for your audience that makes them lean in, that gives them a reason to keep watching. Of the 3 points that we've discussed during this episode, I really think charisma is the X factor here, because Hololive already vets their talent to ensure that they have a great voice and that they're skilled in some way, shape, or form, and they provide their talent with the highest quality character art and model rigging on the market. But it's tough to judge during an interview how charismatic someone will be on stream. Sure, some holo talents come with prior experience streaming or entertaining, but being a Hololive idol comes with a level of pressure and expectations that few people can handle, regardless of prior experience. Fortunately, having aesthetics and talent on lock ensures that if a holo talent is off their A game, their B or C, or even double D performance will still be good enough to entertain an audience. If a holo talent finds themselves in a pinch, they can fall back onto the safety net of their nice sounding voice, their unique or interesting talent, or even just acting all cutesy wootsy. And they can still manage to capture an audience. Personally though, I think that VTubers that can check all 3 boxes of the charm checklist are the most fun to watch. In this beefcake of an episode, we explored the idea of charm and how a VTuber's aesthetics, talent, and on-screen charisma can charm their viewers into watching and engaging more with their content. I hope you enjoyed this episode because the next one, it's gonna be a little dicey. It's kind of related to aesthetics, but we take it just a step further. I don't want to give too much away, so here's just a little taste.
The ribbon for this one, you know. You're looking at the ribbon, right? Yeah? You're looking at the ribbon, right? Yeah, it's very pretty.
But until then, stay frosty, cadet.
A little bit of sauna in the sun, a little bit of Kara all night long, a little bit of Coney, here I am, a little bit of Gura makes you a shrimp. I totally forgot how that went at the end. Whoopsie, improvise.